So, Saku and myself were out for another overnighter. First one now in about a month. Looking forward to it. We're just going in over some country here in the northeast Avalon, and we're gonna have a night under the tarp. No tent. Kick back, take it easy. Probably gonna put a few rabbit slips out, and who knows what else we'll get ourselves into. I also got the raft in tow. There's a couple gullies that are in the area, and if I get the itch I might go for a paddle, but not the main priority. Thing is, with this raft, it's so light, you can literally take it anywhere and it's not much of a burden. But yeah, glad to have you along for the ride. Just walking over a bit of boggy terrain here. Moose country too. I think I just heard one up in the bushes. A bit of blow-down country. It would have been tough to get to, but there's some poop there. Looks somewhat fresh, and I seen one out in these parts around 2 weeks ago, and you never know, we might see another. Heel, Zach, come on. Good boy. Good boy. Hold on now. I'm trying to keep him responsible out here and trained in so he comes back most times. Unlike the other day when the moose that we seen got him all curious and he didn't want to come back, but he came back in. Good boy, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Looks like we had a little moose nap there, and probably another one right there. So there's lots of sign of the old moose in this area. I don't got a moose license this year, but I do know people who have them, and definitely willing to help them out and put them on the right track. Buddy, some boggy old spot in here. As soon as I put my head up and stopped watching where I was going, nearly went tits up in the bog. But that's life in the bush, and anyone who spends any time out there knows it, and that's just a part of it. You gotta love it. So I made it to my campsite. That's a little pond out there, just next to us. Always good to be near one, or a stream or a brook, something for a bit of water supply. And this is where we're residing up here. We're tucked away in the forest a little bit, and all I got to do now is get a tarp up over camp here, and I'll have my fire pit here, I actually had a pit here last week. It's covered up now with a bit of moss, but I'll be basically putting my pit for the night in the same area right in front of where I'm going to sleep. All I got to do now is remove this tree, and this one, and that way I'll be able to put my tarp on a bit of an angle here, and I'll attach it to probably some bigger trees back in the distance, and that way I'll have a little protection in case we get any precipitation, although I don't think we're supposed to. But going to work now. I broke a big sweat coming in. I got my things drying out here, and yeah, beautiful afternoon. Looking forward to getting things set up. Now I'm going to go out and fire a few slips around. See if we can get ourselves a bunny tomorrow. Hey, Saku. Oh yeah, bud. Just on the wander, aren't you? Oh, found a stick. Say hi. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, here we go. I got this dandy Baco collapsible box saw. I ordered it online. I think it was from Mech. I can't quite remember. It's been a few years now, but it's folds, and then it comes out like this. No, only around a foot long, a little more when it's extended, and of course very short when you collapse it back down. This thing's super sharp, and it cuts through even fairly thick logs like this dead one here, just like butter. So I'll show you how it works. This stuff will just be good firewood for tonight. Nice, dead, dry wood. And nothing to it. Cuts like a charm. That's a nice dry one there. I should be able to get some dandy splits out of it. Hey, Zach. So, just before I go ahead and put my tarp up, I'll briefly go over a couple items I have with me, and some of those I took with me on my expedition across Newfoundland. Saku got his toy duck over there. Look, we didn't take that with us. Anyways, for example, the tarp is a Rab Sill Tarp 2, and I think this is an 8x10. Collapses into a really small bag. There's nothing to that, as you can see, and that did wonders. Kept me dry many a night and allowed me to have a fire when it was pouring rain out under the tarp, under the corner of the tarp, be it, because I definitely didn't have the fire directly underneath, just on the edge, so you prevent from burning your tarp, but you also prevent the rain from hitting the core parts of the fire. Right here is the sleeping pad. I took this with me as well. Nothing to it. Only, geez, not even half a pound, but a Thermarest ridge rest. And this used to be all silver at one point in time, a few years ago when I first got it. But it stood up to the test of, you know, my 68 days coming across the rock, and many other trips besides that. So that's what I'll be sleeping on this evening. Here's my 110 litre Kelty pack I took with me. And the only reason why I got that today, and I take it with me with many trips, you know, day trips, only a night trip here locally, is because I actually have a winter sleeping bag in there that goes, is suitable for -17. I just want to be comfy this evening and enjoy the night. Don't want to rough it too much. But I also have the raft inside of it, right? It's in there, tucked away. Normally I'd have the raft out here on the front, but just to keep from beating it up and keep things more compacted and together, I put it inside. Here's the raft paddles, right, on the side of this pack. Collapsed, of course, 4 pieces, 2 paddles and the 2 shaft pieces, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a few more items in the bag, but that's enough for now. Anyways, just wanted to show you a couple things I took with me on my trip, and they all worked out well, and I recommend all 4 or 5 of the things I just showed you. So back to work now, putting up the tarp to give us a little shelter this evening. So another reason to put the tarp up too was just what's that, Zach? Woodpecker. Sounds like a machine gun. Anyways, we'll let them be. As I was saying, another reason the tarp is good to have up as well is to trap a bit of heat in behind you when you get the fire going. It'll at least keep some heat from escaping behind you. I mean, it's not going to be the be-all end-all, but it'll definitely help out. Now, what I got going on here is the tarp is a little bit wider, I guess, than the 2 trees I have between my fire pit area. That's no big deal, as long as it rides flush with this log right here, like that. That's alright, no harm done. I know the GoPro is rocking right now on this little stick I got it on, but the rope isn't really long enough for me to reach a tree just over to this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to join 2 ropes together with a little knot here. And basically, I mean, I'm sure there's more ways to do this, there always is, but my particular method is to make a loop like that with the 2 ropes, or with the end of the rope, sorry. You take your other piece of rope in, which I should have burnt this off, but that's okay. I'm going to push it through like this. I'm going to wrap it around the entire first loop I created, and then I'm going to put it back through and underneath the first wrap I made with the green rope, and I'm going to wrap it around again around this gray loop and back underneath the original piece of green twice, and that's going to make a nice little connection. I'm going to pull that tight, and there we go. I made a little extension on my rope. I'm just doing a type of clove hitch here, like that, and then I'm going to wrap a couple small knots in here to keep it in place. I'm not too big on knots, I just get the job done, and really that's all that matters. And that's tight, and that's going to hold at the charm. Isn't it, Zach? Here, get your duck. Get your duck. Come on, this way. Over here. He loves it. So that was a bowline knot, and this little loop is going to take a bit of pressure off the loop on the tarp. If I had this pinched in tight, it's going to put more pressure on this because it doesn't have the ability to roll around like so when it's windy out. Now with the bowline it does, and I almost got the tarp up. There's so many ways to put a tarp up, it's not funny, and it's It's all based on the area you have, how the winds are, how you want your little tarp shelter to look. And for the first time in my, I guess, wilderness traveling career, we'll call it, I did it this way. I actually got my attachment points, one right there, one up here. I put 3 in the back on little roots that were underneath the moss. Actually just that one, to be honest with you. This one was on a log that I had cut down, and another one on a half, I guess, submerged old log. And my 6th attachment was in this little middle loop they give you on this rab tarp. Now in the past I've put basically like a ridge line that will go right across the middle here, and it'll pick up the whole center of the tarp and pull it up all across. But today I just went and put a loop on this one, and gives you a little bit of volume on the inside of your shelter, and it's pretty solid, and looks like we'll be doing alright. Look at Saku. Saku! No! I had a couple boiled eggs down here the other day, and he's in eating the eggshells that were under the moss. Oh well, what do you expect? So, that's it. Tarp's up. I'm gonna go get some slips out now. What's she doing, Saku? Go for a walk soon, hey? Go for a walk? Set some slips. So we're just taking a load off here now before we go for a hike. We got some logs all laid out. So when we get back, all I need to do is cut some smaller sticks and get a bundle of twigs, and we'll be laughing, and our evening fire will be ready to go. Found a little partridge berry patch. I think I'll pick a few of them. Have a handful. Delicious, nice and ripe. Last one. Wicked. Wicked, wicked. Yeah, we're on our hike here. Chipping along. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in the sticks. Exactly. Moose came through here. Looks like we had a bit of rabbit shoe in here. So, there's a slip. One of a few. Another slip. I'm just on an old winter's trail here now, and I found these 2 sticks. They're like pieces of bamboo almost, and I think it's bamboo, and there's electric tape on them. Almost looks like ice fishing sticks or something. Anyways, found them there in the bushes. Look at the cans in the water out here. It's not fit. It's not friggin' fit. Have to turn your stomach. There's one thing leaving them in the bushes. There's another thing throwing them in the pond. I don't get it, but I'm not going in over my rubbers to pick those cans up, I'll tell you that. So maybe another time. So we're just making our way back to the camp now, and I was going to follow this river up a little hill, and it goes to a gully eventually, or near a gully, Saku. But anyhow, what happens is it just ends, and there's a big cliff, and from above the river runs off the cliff into this little stream, which is only a trickle down this hill, and into the gully down below. But pretty rough going up here. A lot of downfall. That's why Saku was complaining. Because I'm on a little spot here that really he can't really get up through here. And now I'm going to turn around and go back. But no, not making up that riverbed. Looks like I'm going back to camp now and get some wood. We only got a few slips out. There wasn't a whole lot of saw on a rabbit. Put four down. So who knows? Might get one in the morning. Dryer lint. Well guys, it looks like my battery's gonna die on my GoPro, unfortunately, and I forgot to take a spare charged one. So I don't know, I'm gonna make a bit of saltfish now and have a couple pieces of that with a cup of tea or two, and maybe a drop of something special in there. But this might be it. So if it is, glad to have you along. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and please subscribe to my channel. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Add a bit of pepper and some butter.